Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Back at it again with another hip hop video for y'all. And this is another video about Southern hip hop. I know I've done videos about both of these rappers, Paul Wall and Boosie, aka Boosie Badass. I'ma probably do a review to that album that Boosie had released on Sunday. He actually released he released like the side B of his album that he already done released before, but I'm gonna probably do a review to that other album. But I was just wanting to chat with y'all. I got a question for y'all because Paul Wall was signed to this record label that was like based in Texas, while Boosie was signed to this label, I think that was based in Louisiana. Both of these record labels are both like record labels that are, like affiliated in the dirty South when it comes down to Southern hip hop. And that's another thing. Pimp C. Pimp C was like very involved in both of these artists' careers. Like Pimp C is pretty much the reason why Paul Wall ended up squashing his beef with Chamillionaire. And Pimp C is also one of the artists that pretty much had encouraged Boosie to like go hard in his songs, because I remember Boosie had mentioned in a Hip Hop DX interview where he was saying that Pimp C would always tell him that his songs are all right. But I got a question for y'all, because both of these labels are like very historical to hip hop. Paul Wall, he released his debut album, The People's Champ, through this other label, while Boosie had released his some of his stuff through this other label. But I got a question for y'all. Swishahouse versus Trill Entertainment. Which label is more influential to Southern hip hop? Yeah, my fellow Southern rappers, my fellow Boosie, my fellow Webby, my fellow, yeah, little, I believe Little Fox is in the song Wipe Me Down. That's one of the songs that Boosie is mainly known for, the song Wipe Me Down. That's like the biggest hit record that they ever like released. But yeah, my fellow rappers from the dirty South, which label do y'all feel is like more influential to Southern hip hop? Swishahouse Entertainment versus Trill Entertainment. I'm gonna give you my answer like I do as always. Swishahouse versus Trill Entertainment. Which label is more influential to Southern hip hop? Both of these labels have like a lot of influence. Like Pimp C was like very involved with both of these labels, and he was very involved with artists such as Paul Wall, Chamillionaire, Bun B. What actually, he was a part of the group UGK alongside Bun B. Yeah, like R.I.P. Pimp C. Pimp C, he was like a Southern hip hop legend. But yeah, Swishahouse versus Trill Entertainment. If you want to talk about which label is like more influential to hip hop, I probably would say that both labels is just as influential to Southern hip hop. This is one where I can't really pick any sides. In this video, it's not like comparing the legendary labels like No Limit. Now, if I was to compare No Limit to Swishahouse and Trill Entertainment, oh yes, No Limit has all of the influence. Trill Entertainment and Swishahouse, they can't beat the influence that No Limit has when it comes to hip hop, not just Southern hip hop, but hip hop as a whole. Because like Master P, like, he signed to Snoop Dogg after Snoop Dogg left Death Row, and Master P, he nearly signed Eminem to No Limit. But the thing about it is that back then they didn't really know how to handle a white rapper, but Eminem would have been a great fit for No Limit. Eminem collaborating with Mystical, collaborating with Snoop Dogg, like, we would have got like a Eminem and Mystical collab, and I feel that would have been amazing. But yeah, Yeah, Swishahouse versus Trill Entertainment. Yeah, like I can't really pick any sides because Swishahouse is just as influential as Trill Entertainment, and that's the thing about it too. Both labels, like the artists, have collaborated with each other. Paul Wall has done songs with Boosie, and he's done songs with Webby too. Paul Wall and Boosie, they've also done stuff with Pimp C. We could end up getting we could end up using another Paul Wall and Boosie collab because I know Paul Wall and Webby, they did a song together called Busybody, but yeah, Paul Wall and Chameleon, they're like, yeah, with Swishahouse, they was like the main artist, but then later on, all of a sudden, they ended up having some beef. And that's the thing about it too. Just because artists are like label mates and they're signed to the same label, it doesn't mean that they always get along. But yeah, Swishahouse, it's just as influential as Trill Entertainment when it comes down to Southern hip hop. But yeah, my fellow rappers from the Dirty South, do y'all like which label do y'all feel is more influential to Southern hip hop? Swishahouse versus Trill Entertainment. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell on my channel, comment, share, like the video. Love y'all.